Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Freaky Draft League. This is week 13. Crazy. We, after a tumultuous middle of the year, have ascended to an even 6-6. We need to win 2 out of our last 3 games to make the playoffs. And we are facing Mr. Brian this week. Trick Room specialist, unconventional Pokemon on his team. Really interesting set to be had. I'm really excited to talk about the teams, so let's get going. Here is the general sets here. As you can see, Brian on the left, I watched a couple of Brian's games, and he seems to have a really good idea of how to have these slow, bulky mons that function in Trick Room and out of Trick Room. I've seen him play games where, even though this looks like a Trick Room team, Mimikyu can set Trick Room. Porygon 2 is known for setting Trick Room. Bronzong is known for setting Trick Room. Glastrier is one of the slowest mons in the game, tied with Sudowoodo. Even though he has all these slow mons, he's found a way to use these mons effectively inside and outside of Trick Room with like Primarina spread damage, the occasional Skeledirge boosts going up, interesting Gyarados sets with like Taunt, Thunder Wave, and Pachirisu doing Follow Me to keep Iron Hand safe and Crawdaunt safe and Glastrier safe. So really interesting the way I like the way he plays a lot. And as much when I first started looking at this team, I thought it was just gonna be let's just prevent Trick Room. But I don't think he cares as much about having Trick Room up as a lot of people. It's not like a hard Trick Room team where he needs to be in Trick Room, and if I prevent it, then I win. He has a very good balance to it. So it'll be really interesting. I have modes for both handling in Trick Room and handling out of Trick Room and imprisoning so that he can't set up Trick Room. I have a couple different options, so it'll be interesting to see where everything goes with the set. I'll show you what I built. Here is my set. Couple concepts here. A very weird team today. Here, let me switch my little tab over. The initial plan here is I'll actually move Indeedee up here to make it simpler. We have you go down here. Okay, so we basically have 2 modes. I like 2 mode teams. One of the modes is to basically blow, and my primary mode is basically to blow everything away with Specs, Heatran, possibly in the sun if I set up Dragapult Sunny Day, and make a bulky Heatran that just blows everything away with Heat Wave, Overheat, Flamethrower. Yeah, that's kind of the concept. And then indeed, Expanding Force, just massive spread damage is one mode with Imprison. So I guess it would be like turn 1 would be Indeedee as Focus Sash, so I set Imprison, meaning you have to double into Indeedee to get rid of it. So you can't set up Trick Room turn 1. I then put out massive spread damage with Terrified or Specs Heatran, and by the time you have a second turn, you don't have enough health to set up Trick Room, even if you do have the means to do it. If your Pokemon are still alive, then you can't live 2 Specs Terrifier Heatran hits. Supposedly. I don't know, Porygon 2 probably could. So that's mode number 1. Mode 2 is where the sauce is at, where it gets really interesting. I've been waiting to do this all year. It's the reason I got Latios in the first place. Is a very interesting concept with Simple Beam and Iron Crown, where Iron Crown has an ability that it doesn't use. Its ability is only activated in the electric terrain, which nobody has electric terrain. Only Miraidon sets that up, and like maybe one other mon. I can't remember the name of it. Pincurchin, maybe. But point being, it doesn't need its ability. So I can use Simple Beam to change Iron Crown's ability to Simple, which then Simple is an ability which I may have talked about before already, where any stat change is doubled. So Iron Defense, which normally doubles your special defense, will set it from +2 defense to +4 defense, meaning it goes from it's now 300% Iron Crown defense. Or same thing with Calm Mind, which raises your special attack and special defense by 1 stage. It now raises it by 2 stages. So you can really quickly on turn 1. I'm assuming that turn 1 of game 1 he's going to want to set up Trick Room, and I can kind of cheese my way through it by setting up such a bulky Iron Crown that there's no way through it, even though you're moving, both your mons are moving first. That's like kind of the concept. I haven't tested this. I made this team about 2 hours ago, so we'll see. We'll see how it works in practice. But those are the 2 modes right here. And then another interesting thing I have here is Rabska, which has a move called Speed Swap, which changes the speed stat values of the two different speeds. So, for example, Iron Crown has a speed of 119. Rabska has a speed of 45. So if I click Speed Swap, let's say Trick Room goes up, but I want Iron Crown to go first. I want Iron Crown to be slow now. I can do Speed Swap to give Rabska's 45 speed to Iron Crown while Trick Room is up, and then if everything goes well, then kind of switch it back over to its regular speed whenever Trick Room ends. That's kind of the concept there. I don't know if I'll end up using it, but that's part of the reason why I drafted Rabska, is that possibility of being able to kind of maneuver in Trick Room and be more flexible because my team's very fast. So Dragapult this year, I couldn't figure out what to do with Dragapult. I couldn't find another mon. I expect Fire Punch, Iron Hands, or like Temper Flare, Gyarados, some fire move to take care of Scizor. That's not a good one. Sneasler just isn't bulky enough for this. And Dragapult at least has some annoying things it can do. It can set up Sunny Day for Heatran. It can Will-O-Wisp, Iron Hands, or Gyarados if it shows up. So that's what it's going to do if I bring it at all. So that is the concept here. We got Heatran mode and Iron Crown mode, and we'll see where it goes. I'm been waiting to use some of this tech for a while, so I'm excited to get going. Back real quick, just realized I never even talked about Brian Seaman, what I'm necessarily expecting him to bring in versus not bring. So I'm expecting Porygon 2 is a must, because it's so valuable and so bulky to set up Trick Room. It can Terra Blast things, it can recover and just have endless health. Porygon 2 is a difficult mon. I have trouble with that mon generally, but it's just a really good mon for this kind of bulky set. So I'm expecting Porygon 2, I'm expecting Iron Hands, Bronzong, LeBronzong. Mimikyu would be a good bring, but I don't know if we'll bring it, because Mimikyu, the Ghost type and Fairy type is good into a lot of my team, but it's also very weak into Iron Crown. Iron Crown Tachyon Cutter can basically kill it before it moves. Maybe. I haven't ran the calc on that. Heatran of Steel, which could kill it. Scizor, that's not good for it. It's basically a glass cannon in a way. So it can do a lot of damage to my mons, but it can also die very quickly, possibly before it moves. So that'd be a risky bring. So I expect Primarina as a Fairy type instead. I think that it would be good for like Hyper Voice. Primarina's ability changes Hyper Voice from a normal type move to a water type move that hits both targets, which I think would be good in a number of circumstances against my team. It does neutral damage across the board except for the Dragon types, and it does a lot of damage to Heatran. So that's one option that I think he may end up taking. And that's kind of, maybe Glastrier would show up, being one of the slowest mons that he can possibly bring to combat my Rabska or Scizor or other slow mons, and something that can do damage. He brings Glastrier almost every week. So in summary, I'm expecting maybe Pachirisu for Follow Me things. Probably not. Primarina, Gyarados, brings that every week, it seems. Porygon 2, Iron Hands, Bronzong, Glastrier. Some of those ones. So, all right, we're hopping right in. Yeah, so that's what I'm expecting. Let's get into live. Right. Okay, let's do it. I made this team 2 hours ago. Oh gosh, this is already worse than I thought. I also forgot to name my characters. I was going to name them after the Denver Nuggets because of LeBronzong on the other team, but I forgot. Okay, so this is dramatically different than what I thought. I thought I was going to run into Primarina. Porygon's here. Porygon, Bronzong, Gyarados. Those are about the only ones that I expected to be here. A lot of my plan was to use overwhelming fire damage to take down everything, but with 2 water types, that is not as fun. Especially with Crawdaunt being, it's dark in water. It's a big problem. So Terra types here, Ghost, Flying, probably Terra Flying, Terra Blast, Ghost. Psychic's interesting on Porygon. You know, I could do Sunny Day things because they're water types. That may help. I feel like this team struggles with my Invincible Latios method. So the concept here is that, oh, if he does follow me, then I might be screwed. The concept here is I can change Iron Crown's ability to simple, and simple doubles the boosts that you get, and thereby making it a +4 defense boosted Iron Crown immediately. That's what I'm going to do. Now, what'll suck is if this thing does follow me, which is kind of what it's here to do. So maybe I should just Luster Purge. You know, it would take its ability away, too. They kind of want to see what I'm doing. So now I'm simple. Iron Defense now I'm +3. That's 300%. I'm Covert Cloak, and that missed. This is going pretty well so far. I don't have a very effective move against Crawdont. But... in fact, I don't really have anything that can hit that. Actually, I have Thunderbolt here. This thing has Volt Absorb. I could try to get rid of it. Why don't we... what else is going to take me down? I think they're all physical attackers. Iron Defense. Luster Purge over here. Immediately get to +6, or I think it tops up at +4. Iron Crown. No special defense drop. Super Fang. Wow. Okay, I kind of wanted that off the field, honestly. My issue is I don't have any way to get rid of Crawdont. Major oversight here. But at the same time... what is Pachirisu's electric? Should I... I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of this Crawdont, because I basically don't have anything that can hit it with all steel and dark types. I should have Volt Switch or something. It's probably not very strong. Okay. I wonder... are you going to Super Fang again? Wow, this thing's so bulky. I'm surprised they didn't Super Fang again, because I'm at +4 defense. I kind of need to get rid of that thing. How much did I do just now? I had Expanding Force, 42% to 47%. So let's just... let's hit Crawdont with something. No, I don't like this. The only way I lose is if Iron Crown goes down. I don't see a way it's going to go down right here. That's fine. I'm double Expanding Force. That thing is faster than my Indeedee. Oh, because I got -1 speed being 147 to 1. So he's like max speed Crawdont. It's kind of crazy. Let's do... no, he has to follow me. I really don't want to get Super Fanged here, because then I lose immediately. Okay, let's just make sure we get that out of the way then. God damn, that thing's a problem. I did not plan for Pachirisu. Really, I didn't plan for Crawdont. I think all my moves for all my Mons, except for Thunderbolt on Latios, are either psychic, steel, fire, or ghost, or normal. And this Gyarados is flying. Crabhammer knockoff, protect. Yeah, I'm just not doing enough damage here. Like, I'm ultra bulky, but I'm just not, well, 14%. Maybe all's not lost here. Pop a Calm Mind, double my special attack, then I can do some damage. If I get a Protect on the other side, on either slot, then that helps a lot too. Maybe they'll realize they can't get through it, and they'll switch to a different Mon, and I can take that thing down. Or they'll see Psychic Terrains running out, and well, no Protects. If I get crit one time, it's over. So we have Crawdaunt doing 14%. Twizzler, great name, doing 10%. I'm just not doing any damage. Must be Assault Vest Gyarados or something. I think I lose. And this thing is definitely not getting through. So let's take stock on what went wrong here. Well, we know what went wrong, actually. We need Latios to stay alive. Get rid of Pachirisu so I can get rid of Crawdaunt. And possibly Twizzler, the Gyarados. I almost did Stored Power, which would have been okay. Okay, so new game plan. I could burn the Crawdaunt. Can it get burned? Hold on. Crawdaunt. Hypercutter. Okay, so it can't lower its attack stages, but it can get burned. Oh gosh, we just don't have a single move that can hit this thing. You know, we do have bug moves. Ayo. But I don't want to bank on Raps because I trained it with no offense. Basically, it's just dinkly damage and lowers special attack and attack. Terra Poison and DD. I think so fast though. I don't know what to do, man. This almost worked. Okay, this is fine. Well, if this Mimikyu, I've trained my Latios to be 1 point faster than Adamant Mimikyu. I think I live. What do you Terra? Terra what? Terra Psychic? Yeah, you're Ghost. Ally switch. Okay. I choked on my tea. Did a lot of damage. Did Choice Band mimic you? The Life Orb. Yeah, because they took Chip. I wonder if that breaks the disguise. It kind of matters. I guess we'll find out now. Let's do just double expanding force. Let's put some damage out there. Mimikyu's going to do a ton. I hope I don't go down to Porygon plus Mimikyu double up. Did 30 something. Now I have double special defense, so I would be surprised, although it could happen. I think you should do about like 15% with Porygon, so I should live barely. Okay, don't need to worry about it. You cannot Shadow Claw Mimikyu. I mean, Indeedee is a ghost, is a normal type. Okay, so that the Life Orb doesn't actually break the disguise, which is crazy. Oh man, I don't have any good switch-ins for this either. Let's see. Let's sit here. No, it has to keep clicking. I don't really have a good switch in here, which is a problem. Reverse Trick Room. They're gonna double into. Oh, I'm getting a lot of misses. I'm getting very lucky. And I'm hoping to Will-O-Wisp this Crawdont. We're in a bad spot. Will-O-Wisp it and hope Mimikyu protects. That's the game plan here. Because we need to get rid of this Crawdont. I don't have any moves to get rid of it. This is what happens when you build a team 2 hours before a match. You don't have, I guess the opposite. Okay, well, I just double up into the wrong slot. I may just lose on that. Thunderbolt. Expanding Force. Let's get rid of this fucking Mimikyu. And hopefully this Crawdont. Switching Gyarados. Smart. AV. I cannot let Trick Room grow up. Why don't we Thunderbolt here and imprison? That way you can't set up Trick Room. I haven't clicked that yet, so they don't know I have it. Come on, please try it. Try set Trick Room. Yes. Okay, this is what we needed. Now, should I switch in Iron Crown or not? No, I don't want to. On the off chance I take a Crab Hammer into that slot, I don't want to risk it. Oh, that was smart. That does a lot of damage. Okay, so we have a way through Crawdon. I would be absolutely shocked if this Porygon has Protect. So we're just going to send both into that slot. Well, yeah, they can't set up Trick Room. Hold on. If I send both into Porygon and kill it, and they kill Iron Crown, I still win. Let's save Aqua Jet, I guess. I'm feeling like they might have Aqua Jet. Okay. Gladly get rid of that thing. We may have somehow lived through this, which is insane. Whew. Okay, so what we've learned is that so we have Ally Switch on Porygon 2 too. So we have Trick Room. Probably Terra Blast. Ally Switch. Not Protect. My initial plan was to run Heatran and Indeedee when there weren't so many water types around. But I almost feel like that's a good lead. Or I could do Dragapult Sunny Day. Let's do Heatran and Indeedee. Don't let Trick Room get up. Iron Crown, Latios. Okay, this is kind of what I wanted to see. Should I Terra right away? I don't think so. I want the extra damage, but I don't know if it's worth it. I can kill Porygon 2 in one hit. Well, no, they both have Trick Room. Likely. Heat Wave. What's wrong with Heat Wave Expanding Force? I probably don't kill. Probably kill Mimikyu, though. I'm doing Prison. They have to double into Indeedee to get rid of it. Oh, and they didn't try to. Okay, cool. Let's run this back again then. And this time I can they can't click it this time. I want to find a way to get Iron Crown back in. I need to save Indeedee to get rid of Crawdont or Latios. Let's take both of these out if I can. I think it'll be worth it. Oh my god, I'm getting so many lucky misses. What's that, 90%? got lucky last time too. LeBron Zong, I'm waiting for you. What type are you? Water? Yeah, that's what I would have done too. So we did, Heatwave did 29% to Porygon Z. I'm no longer concerned about Iron Crown taking damage, so let's swap it in right now. And you can't click Trick Room because I have Imprison up. Or maybe it doesn't work. It works that way on Cart. I don't know if it works that way on Showdown, where you could click it anyway. Let's see. Let's find out. I really hope it doesn't work that way. That'd be very annoying. Gonna recover. And we can Expanding Force now. Big damage with Iron Crown. Or I could set up Calm Minds. Wait. No, we can't do that. Oh no, we just fucked it up. This is why you're not supposed to switch out your Imprison Mon, because when you switch out your Imprison Mon you don't kill, then they can set it up the next turn. So we should Heat Wave. And maybe Calm Mind. Or Iron Defense. No, Calm Mind. Because they're going to set up Trick Room now. So did... Body Press did 15%, it's going to do 30% now. Probably take out... Let's swap in Latios. Expanding Force. 30%, yeah. Terra Blast. Okay, did a lot. Okay. You get some damage on this Crawdaunt. 1, 2. Now you're in range of a Thunderbolt. Man, if I would have sent Thunderbolt there. I could send both. If he protects, I'm just so fucked. Okay. Knock off. This should kill Crawdaunt, which is my biggest concern. Okay. Porygon Z has 19% health. And I have no protects on anything. This is super effective. This is a head game. The issue is Heatran can never get through LeBron Zong. They can take both of these mons if they attack twice. They can also recover with Porygon Z. If they recover, I pretty much lose instantly. Switch heat trend. I gotta guess the body press. Oh, I guessed it wrong. Okay, I still live though. Okay, we got a little rid of LeBron Zong. And we got... Oh my gosh, we might win this. Expanding Force. Overheat. Woo! That was a heady game. That was so hard. Oh my gosh. Thanks for tuning in. I think we have a winning record now. I'm so stressed right now. That was an awesome match. I will stop talking so you don't have to hear my clicky keyboard, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Goodbye.